Is the Hyundai Santa Cruz a good mid-sized truck alternative? Let's rank it on the things that we care about the most. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Robmotive MT. So the big question, is the Hyundai Santa Cruz a good mid-sized truck alternative? You know, if you're in the market, you're out there looking, maybe thinking about getting a Tacoma or a Maverick or maybe a Colorado, some mid-sized truck, should you consider the Hyundai Santa Cruz, and how does it rank on what we care about the most? Well, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to rank it on a scale of 1 to 5. 1's the worst, 5 is the best. Number 1, fuel economy. Very important and on everybody's mind right now, given the way prices are doing this. I would rank it at a 5. A 5 in the mid-sized truck market for what it is. It's getting in the mid-20s miles per gallon, something like that right now. Pretty darn good compared to some of the others. My Tacoma over there is about 14.6 to 15 miles per gallon. So about 5 miles per gallon more than what I'm getting in this mid-sized truck. It's not a hypermiler, and I realize there is the Maverick out there that is a hybrid, but this is a naturally aspirated straight turbo 4. So no hybrid or electric technology, mid-20s miles per gallon. Number 2, power. This is very important to me. I talk about power a lot, power and acceleration on all my channels because I love that. It's important to me. When I hit the gas, I want the truck to go. I give the Santa Cruz a 5. The Santa Cruz hits 0 to 60 in just 6 seconds. Now I realize it's not a race car. We're not out dragging it or anything. But isn't it nice to be able to go when you want to go, when you need that power? If you're entering a ramp or something or getting on the freeway, you want to give it a little because you need to get safely into flowing traffic. The Santa Cruz will do that. There's no lag. It's smooth power delivery. They did an awesome job with it. I give it a 5. Number 3, comfort. This is where the Santa Cruz kind of drops just a little bit. Now, there's plenty of interior room, elbow room when you've got your significant other sitting there beside you, room for your elbow on that center console armrest, plenty of room on the sides, put your elbow on the armrest over there, plenty of space. I never feel cramped inside the Santa Cruz. However, let's talk about seat comfort. I have to say, after sitting in those seats for an extended period of time, maybe half an hour, they start to feel a little bit firm. You start shifting around a little bit because you need a little extra padding. And I think that's true in the Santa Cruz. Could use a little extra padding in the rear end area. I'll give it a 4. Number 4, capability. How capable is this truck? Well, for a mini truck, I'd say it's very capable. Of course, you can put people in the front. That's a given, kind of SUV-like up there. And a lot of people say it really is a Santa Fe with a bed on the back. I'd say that's probably pretty accurate. But we do have the bed, and we do have towing capability. Pretty darn capable, matter of fact. I don't know that I would hook a 50,000-pound travel trailer up to it. I don't even know if they come that heavy. But I wouldn't put anything that big on it. But I think for what it is and what most people are going to do with it, it is perfectly capable. You can put a trailer on the back, haul some dirty bits and stuff, maybe some bigger things that you wouldn't want to put in the bed. All of that, it will easily handle. You have the bed. It's a great composite bed, not going to scratch up and chip and ding. And then don't forget, we have the trunk. You can use that for numerous things. You can put cold drinks in it. I think that's kind of what Hyundai bills it for. I don't know how many people actually do that. I use it for storing things like tie downs and gloves and tools and things like that. If you have the tonneau cover on the top, which is awesome, I highly recommend if you're getting a Santa Cruz that you go with the OEM tonneau cover. You can lock it. No way anybody's going to get in there, at least not any easier than any other kind of tonneau. And it'll hold 200 pounds. So if you're under 200, you can do a little jig up there if you want to. Capability, I give it a 5. Number 5, appearance. Well, this can be kind of polarizing. You know, I also have a Jeep Gladiator, and I found that to be true about the Gladiator. People either love it or they hate it. There's really no middle ground. And it's kind of the same with the Santa Cruz. You know, it reminds me of the old El Camino, of course. Not much similar other than just it has a bed on the back. The El Camino was a center placed driver's area, if you will, with an equidistant hood as compared to the bed. The similarity ends in the fact that it has a bed, I guess. But it is a polarizing look. People love it or hate it. I think it's awesome. Gotta say, when I first saw it, I was kind of up in the air. I didn't not like it, but I wasn't sure if I did like it. Gotta say now, after having it for a while, looking at it every day, I love it. I think it's awesome. It's different than everything else out there. It's unique. I give it a 5. Number 6. Technology. Oh man, it's loaded. And you know I love technology. It's got that center gauge cluster screen that's digital, all the lights and different settings and things that you can pick, the different style of gauges that you can choose from. I think it is awesome. And I keep discovering things all the time that pop up that I didn't even know were there. The other day I was sitting at a stoplight, the light turns green, the car in front of me takes off, and I got an alert with a little bit of a chime telling me that the object in front of me has moved away. That, in essence, is kicking me in the rear end and telling me, hey, bud, the light's green, you should be moving. Ever sit behind anybody that doesn't go when the light turns green? I like that. Should be in every vehicle. But things like that keep popping up that I think are unique little features that I think are just awesome. Technology, I give it a 5. It's awesome. Now, we do have a bonus I'm going to throw in here. It's a bonus number 7. That's the family hauler. Can you haul around? Can you take a trip with the family in the Hyundai Santa Cruz? This is another area where the Santa Cruz falls a little bit. The front part is perfect. The driver and passenger side in the front, plenty of space, no issues there. The issue is in the back seat. If you've got kids that are probably between the ages of, let's say, 6, 7 to older, there's not a lot of space back there. When they built this truck on the Santa Fe platform, they kind of took away 4 inches of room. That 4 inches is important because it's kind of cramped back there. I think if you have older, bigger kids or even adults that you're going to be on a long distance trip with, they're going to get kind of tight back there because there is not a lot of room between your knees and the front seats. I would give the Santa Cruz a 3 when it comes to family hauler capability, unless you have teeny tiny kids or teeny tiny friends. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here, kind of answer the question, is the Hyundai Santa Cruz a good mid-sized truck alternative? I give it a 5. Yes, I would say it is. Because if you're just using it for weekend projects, maybe as a daily driver back and forth to the office or wherever you work, it's perfect for that. Decent gas mileage. It's a blast to drive. I highly recommend it. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know if you agree with these 6 or 7 points. I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Rob Motive, all about Toyota Tacomas, and Rob Motive JT, all about the Jeep Gladiator. My current Gladiator, I just got it, is the Jeep Gladiator Mojave. Check them out, and if you're interested, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.